What is job costing, batch costing, and service costing? My name is Chantari. I'm going to demonstrate the definition of these three costing systems. Job costing is a cost unit that consists of a single order or contract, but batch costing is a group of individual but separately identifiable products that are made together. Moreover, service costing is a process of identifying all costs associated with building, supporting, and identifying your service. How do we apply these three systems to the real world? Mali, Seha, Sarawan, Sokdan, and Siyan will lead you guys through explanation and calculation of these three types of costing.
Let's first learn about job costing. Just remember that it's about producing different products to different customers according to what they order or their requirements. In this case, customer 1, Zikim, orders 10 cheese strawberry cakes, and customer 2, Wandan, wants 5 breads with chocolate flavor. So the store will have to sell them different things. And the store may already have bread and cakes in stock, but they are not what Zikim and Wandan have ordered. So it takes some time for the store to bark and make the breads and cakes. It's not taking 1, 2, or 3 years, not like the contract costing, but it's not more than a month. It concerns with cost of individual job, as the customer have different tastes and interests, so they have to pay different prices as well. Here, the cheesecake is more likely to have higher price than a bread. Lastly, both Zikim and Wandan will have different receipts. The receipt will tell the amount and cost of what they buy, and the store will have to record the cake and bread separately. Moving on to batch costing, we have to know that batch means group of things that are produced together at the same time. So this simply means batch costing is when the industries produce and sell a numbers of things they specialize in at the same time to their customer. Looking into the examples here, the pharmacies industry produces ton of medicines. Toy industries will produce ton of different kind of toys, and spare parts industry surely produces ton of spare parts. However, each batch has different identifiable and treated as cost unit. The industry will record the products they produce into separate batch cost sheet.
Let's move on and talk about service costing. It is an intangible product. The method of cost accumulation can be performed in both internal and external, and it is used in service sector. As we all know, we divide service into two main types. There are service provided by a company operating in a service industry and service provided by a company service department. Service costing deals with how much it costs to run a product that doesn't have a physical form but meet the need and want of customer. Not all services are profit-seeking. Therefore, rather than establishing a profit or loss, it might serve to provide management with information on cost and efficiency. Now, let's talk about the characteristics of service. Intangibility. There are no physical products, but many qualitative factors involved. Simultaneity. It means that performance and use of service happen at the same time. Perishability. The service can't be pre-ordered or stored. Once we need the service, we immediately buy it. Heterogeneity. The service will tend to vary each time we perform. It means that service can't be the same. There will be a difference every time it carried out.
Now, let us look at the calculations of job costing, batch costing, and service costing. First is the job costing. Job costing has the equation of cost of sales, which is the total cost of the job, equal to prime cost, add production overhead, add administration overhead and add selling overhead. Prime costs can also further be expanded into direct materials, add direct labor, add direct expenses. The formula of job costing can also be further summarized into a model shown in the slide. Next is batch costing. Batch costing has the equation of cost per unit equal to total cost of the batch divided by number of units in the batch. Last but not least is the service costing. Service costing has the formula of cost per service unit equal to total cost per providing the service divided by number of service units used to provide the service.
Let's have examples. Suppose Anian is owning a cake bakery and receive an order from Kumuli to celebrate her 7th birthday. That sounds kind of sad. To accept the order, Anian has direct material $2.25, direct labor $2.5, direct expense $2.5, and overhead absorption is 110% of direct expense, which is $2.75. So we can see that the total production cost is $10. Let's say Antian has a profit margin of 10%, so we can conclude that the selling price of baking a cake is $11.11. As we can recognize from the feature of the job and the calculation is a job costing. So let's have another example about service costing. Let's say Kumuli is operating a hotel, and here is the available information for Kumuli Hotel for 30-day periods. We need to find the number of occupied rooms per night. Number of rooms multiplied by percentage of occupied multiplied by 30 days equal to 2,400 divided by room service cost of 1,500 equal to $1.5, which is a cost per unit.
With this rate system, it will enable you to estimate an employer's profit against its cost and estimate how much money you will spend on a single task in advance. The cost of the project will then be compared against the potential revenue for your business. You can use this to generate a budget for your business. Like example, how much money do you spend on goods or labor? What are your operating expenses? And this is very helpful to employ when creating an overall company budget because it involves working out the specific for each task. These three systems are very helpful, and the majority of the corporations have implemented them. Last but not least, these three systems are the thing that every company cannot escape or avoid from using it. Since it has a unique set of threads, it can determine the price of its item, but even if these three systems are very helpful, it is not 100% accurate and it requires more people to work on. And finally, it comes to an end of our video. Thank you for watching us.